everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to talk about some pre-writing activities that you can do with your toddler at home before giving them a pencil in their hand. So the first activity, it's a clothespin activity. I give them a box and few clothespin, and this activity helps their hand muscles in a complex way. They want to squeeze it and pull it and pinch it, everything they can do to open the clothespin and put it on the box. So this kind of activity help them to build up their practical skills and paves the way for pencil grip in the future writing. This next activity is a way of holding a tong in their hands. So when kids play with tongs, tweezers and chopsticks, they exercise the small hand muscles needed for developing skills like cutting with scissors and writing with pencils. So I give them a baking tray and few numbers and added few pom-poms. So his task was to pick up the pom-poms with a tong, which is not an easy thing to do because tongs open by themselves. So these kind of activities can help them build up their hand muscles and help them to hold other things easily as well. So in this next activity I took a blackboard and whiteboard, you can say it is it from the front and the back, and I drew the letters and different things as well, which you will see. And I gave him a paintbrush, and he was making the paintbrush wet, and he had to trace it with the help of a paintbrush, and that excited him with what activity this was. So I drew some different faces and few shapes as well. So this was an interesting activity for him because he felt that he was painting on a chalkboard. So this next activity is a threading beads activity. The benefits of developing fine motor skills through threading beads is that it uses similar hand movements to gripping a larger pencil. Your child will get used to this action early, helping them to hold a pencil when they start coloring or writing during school. So there are different ways that you can help them with threading. It can be some beads and some cardboard as well. So the next activity was paper cutting activity with scissors. Scissors have their own benefits. It helps with independent movement of each finger, strengthening hand muscles. As you can see, he had to hold the paper properly so he can cut the lines properly. Bilateral coordination skills means two-handed coordination. He's using both of his hands, one with holding a paper and the other with cutting the lines. Visual motor skill means eye hand coordination. He had to focus on the line and cut the line properly and gracefully. And fine motor skill, separation of hands and fingers. He had to see how he is supposed to hold the paper properly and use his fingers with it. It promotes and grasps patterns, and focus and attention comes along with it. This next activity is an excellent activity for developing pre-writing skills. Drawing in sand also creates a wonderful sensory experience, ideal for a variety of activity and age groups. So I gave him a few pebbles also. So once he traced the line on the sand, he had to put the pebbles so he can see what letter did he make. Children learn best through play, and PlayDoh is a very playful way to extend their little knowledge. So I took few magnetic letters, I had them at home, and they were tracing it on the PlayDoh. So with these chopsticks I told him that he can also make dotted letters, which was best hand coordination for him. So playing with a Play-Doh and tracing the letters with a chopstick or with letters was the best game for them, because Play-Doh is a daily activity for kids at home, and learning letters and numbers out of it is the best way to learn. So the last clip of this video is a toy review. I ordered this toy from toyzone.pk, and it's an LCD writing tablet. As you know that children loves tablet, but this is more like a chalkboard with a pencil. So let's get into the toy review. The size of this LCD was 8.5. They had bigger screens as well. So make sure you give it to a toddler who is 3 plus or 4 years old, because their screen was a bit sensitive, I felt, and if they poke the pencil it will definitely damage the screen. So they had the pencil on the top of the screen, as you can see, and it looks like a chalkboard, and it was lightweighted as well. As you can see, there is a button at the back. You have to open the button, because whenever you write on the screen it won't erase if you don't open the button from the back. So once you open the button from the back, you can draw it on the screen. It looks like a chalkboard, and once I was drawing it on the screen I can see different colors coming on it, which was very nice to see. It was a colorful screen. So once I drew it, I want to erase it. So as you can see, a erase button over here, you press it and it's gone. So one thing, that if you don't open the button from the back, it won't work. So make sure you open the button from the back and give it to them. It means when you don't want your toddler to use it, they can definitely not write anything on the board. So these are the reasons that I have listed them down on the screen, that you should buy this tablet, and this is good for pencil holding for the children who are learning. So thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting me. Would love to welcome all of my 50 subscribers within this week. Like always, like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.